Hello, this is a reaction to show what happens when we mix two different chemicals. One is going to be called an acid and one is going to be called a base with something called an indicator. So for this experiment, the main thing I'm going to use is one of these. This is one of our test wells. We used these in class a couple of weeks ago for an experiment as well. This one's just a little bit different because it's actually a little bit bigger, and the white background is going to actually help us see what we need to see. I have two different substances. This one is baking soda. The baking soda has been dissolved in water. If I mix that up a little bit, that probably works better. Baking soda is what we call a base. A base just has kind of unique characteristics, so that's what baking soda is. I'm just going to put a couple of drops full in one of the test wells over here. So baking soda is over here on the left. The other chemical that we're going to use is vinegar. So again, I just have another dropper bottle that looks like this. Vinegar. Vinegar is an acid. Again, acids are groups of chemicals that have unique properties different than those of bases. So I'm going to put a good few squirts of vinegar in as well. Now if I look at them in my test well, they look basically identical. They're both clear liquids. I wouldn't be able to tell. In fact, they could both be water. So one way that we can test if something's an acid or base is to use a solution called an indicator. And it indicates what something is. And so our indicator that we're going to use today is this. It's called phenolphthalein. It also is a clear liquid, by the way, but it indicates whether something's an acid or base with a color change. So I'm going to actually start with the vinegar. Took the top off, and I'm just going to put a few squirts in with the vinegar, and not a whole lot happens. There is a little bit of fizzing that's going on, but that's about it. Not real impressive. The baking soda is over here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a few drops in here and notice what happens. You have this kind of cool pink color change. It indicated that this is a base, the baking soda. It stays clear for the vinegar, and that indicates that it's an acid. So, chemical change here, we know that because of the color change.